Hey there guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Titan Souls. Last time we left off, we took care of the Titans in the snow world and the graveyard area. And now that we defeated all the Colossi, freaking Titans, this door's gonna open for us. We're right there, guys. We're right there. And I'm kind of already dreading the upcoming area just simply because this is endgame, and the Titans, at least for me, they put up a fight. Well, one of them really does, and you'll see. You'll see what I mean when we get there. So we take the elevator up to the top floor, the final area. God, I love the rain here. And the music just fits in so freaking well. And I don't know, I was always a sucker for music like this, and even rain too. Like, rain is very soothing and calming to me. Like, I like, if it's raining outside, I can fall asleep like a freaking baby. Or thunderstorming. Boom. Awesome night. Okay, well, here we are, climbing and climbing. There's another mural right there. It doesn't matter which stairway you take, because it's going to lead you to the same outside area. Well, do not forget to go ahead and hit this save point. One Titan. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't even bother to... Oof. Does not even bother to wait for us. Or like, we have to attack it. No, as soon as it sees us, you're not supposed to be here. I'm gonna kill you. So it's interesting. Like, you see, like, the hands moving, the lasers, and it's like, I don't see any type of weak points. However, I did notice that when a hand smashed to the left there, it lit something. It's like, oh, okay, putting two and two together. You're supposed to have the two hands hit both pads, and something should come up, right? Let's take another look at that. I should be able to do this semi-quickly. Good. Nope. Good. I see it opened up something, and it fires a laser. That point at where it fired a laser is the weak point. Now, I mentioned previously where if something doesn't kind of go my way, or I lose a pattern or something, I die to make things easier for me. This is like the perfect example. What I mean here, because I know what it's gonna do. Well, I forgot I should actually move up a little bit for that one so I can dodge that laser. But I know how to kind of get to the beginning portion to expose the weak point, so I'll be able to properly do this fight. I go down here, and I die. Because the thing is, like, once that weak point is exposed, it's gonna, like, you can kind of think of it, the Titan's gonna get a little bit more nervous. It's like, oh crap, my weak point's gonna be exposed, so it's gonna try killing you faster. And it's kind of hard to do that, to do anything, because you still need to dodge the attack. Okay, so go down here, do that. There. That is the exact pattern I use. Now, believe it or not, that is not the Titan I said that puts up more of a fight and then bothers me. It's not that one. It's the next one. The final boss. We are right here, guys. We are right here. But I do remember earlier today when I first time played the game, this guy took me forever to defeat. Because I couldn't get it down. I couldn't. Man, okay. This is what I'm dreading. Because it's such a pain in the butt for me. Whoa, okay. Final save point. One last Colossus. Titan. Whoa. Okay. I guess we'll get this started. Whoa, whoa! Come on, guys, are you seriously gonna believe me? that was easy. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Get us some more Titan souls and beat this game. We're done. That was the final boss. I mean, can you believe it? Kind of pathetic, really, but what can you do? Finally, we have all the Titan souls. We achieved what we really wanted, right? Nope. That is the final boss. If I'm able to do this quickly, then it's going to be out of pure luck. This is the soul image of the Titan soul itself. Crap. Yeah, final boss. And he's a pain in the butt for me. He really is. It's like, how the hell are you supposed to defeat him? Like, there's really no... As far as you can tell, like, there's, like, really no weakness to it. But actually there is. You gotta be careful because that arrow he shoots out, well, one, he can take your arrow like he just did to me. And, but it's like when you recall the arrow, it also kind of recalls that arrow as well. Oh crap. It kind of also recalls the arrow of the soul. And so you're kind of thinking, like, so what the hell is the soul? Is it just the embodiment of me? And like that is the essential Titan soul? That I guess that's what you want to say. Now, the weak point, I don't know if you guys saw it, but there were times where he kind of like left his body there, and he's a little bit exposed. That is the weak point. So not only do you have a very small window to defeat it, but you also have a very small target that moves. So this Titan is a pain in the butt. So what I like doing is wait for him to shoot twice. Oh, crap. After the second shot, he will, or it will kind of like zoom, or like kind of like teleport out of its body real quick. And it's at that point, if you can time it properly, you can aim it properly, you could be able to defeat it. So let's try again. Dodge. And you also gotta be careful because of the electrical bolts there as well. Dang, I probably could have had it. Ugh. I might have had it there if I just kind of timed it properly. So I'm gonna do this a couple times on camera. Hopefully I can get it on camera, because I don't want to be spending the majority of this episode or this finale just doing this over and over again, because it won't be fun. Dang, I thought I got him. I'm like, oh wait a minute. And I was like, no, it's me dying because of those freaking electrical balls. Oh my god. Alright. I hate this fight, I really do. But now it's just kind of just trying to get down a pattern. Nope. Oh. And sometimes when that happens, oh, dang it. I think it's another achievement if like the two arrows collide with each other. It's like, oh, okay. I think it's kind of good because, well, he won't be able to kill you, at least with the arrow, not at that point. But you still gotta watch out for like the electricity there. So I'm sure there might be an easier way to do this. I'm sure all the tactics I've used, there might be easier ones out there, but these are just how I get through it. Really, I feel like this fight, I'm just gonna have to get lucky, and that's kind of what happened when I was doing this beforehand. I think he took me. Yeah, he took my arrow, and he shot me. Great. Huh. I wonder, because it seemed like he also went out of the body, and I kind of went close. So I'm gonna see if I can try using it to my advantage after second shot. He won't. I know he won't do it after first shot. How did I do this? How? Oh man. Actually, you know, when I did do this, I was kind of in disbelief of myself, like how I was able to accomplish it, because it's like there's no way I did that properly. Like it was just. Like I think. Oh dang it! I thought I rolled in time. If I dang it, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna do it one more. I'm gonna do it one more time on camera, because this might take me a while. It honestly might, and I really don't want you guys to see all of this, because it's gonna be boring. If it has been already. That probably could have been the best one yet. You know what? No, screw it. I'm gonna do it one more time. See, I'm gonna keep doing that. Like, no, I can do it. I can do it on camera. I can do it on camera. Well, I probably can't, but just one more time, I swear, and then I'll do it off camera. Probably won't be as fulfilling for me, but screw it. I almost had it again. I think that's what I need to do. Kind of get him in that pattern, and then shoot to the left when I have it. Well, regardless, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut back when I have the winning fight. There I go. That, I think I just got lucky. Because he didn't teleport directly back into it, like he actually was lingering a little bit. I think I was just in the correct spot, right time. And there we go, guys. We achieved all the Titan Souls. We did it. We did what we set out to do. And we now have beaten Titan Souls. So, overall thoughts and opinions about this game. I totally understand the criticism that I got, like saying it's just a boss rush, it goes by too quick, kind of feels unfinished. I think I kind of get that, but like, you see that team there? It's a 3-person team. The actual developers, and then the publishers, and even themselves, not so much. So I think you just, given what the very few people are able to do, it was still amazing. You know, okay, maybe not amazing. A cool experience. I like boss rush stuff. I find it fun. Like, I like more unique games, and to me, this is one of it. It's something different. Not many games do it. Could have been polished up upon. Things might have been done differently. Like maybe an instant redo for the fight instead of having to go back and, like, you know, sometimes the trips were short, but kind of go back and do it, blah blah blah. Whatever. But in the end, all 18 Titans defeated, 76 deaths, hour 49 minutes. So that's about 30 or 40 less deaths than my first run, and about like an hour about from the first one. So cool. We did it. Oh. What the hell? Well, that's kind of odd. The game kind of begins again right here, and showcase that door. Well, I kind of lied when I said that I was the final boss. Maybe people who play this before you may realize. Yeah. The thing is, in order to get the true final boss, you need to defeat all 18 Titans. You might be thinking, well, Pharaoh, you showed them all. True. However, I think people have more of an issue trying to find the last Titan I defeated. The one who's speaking to us. A lot of people, I think, tend to forget about it. And it's like, what the hell? What do I do now? So because everything's now defeated, we can actually go up to this door. It'll open. And now we can begin the true final battle. This is trippy. This is a very trippy fight. The final boss. Truth. Didn't we hear that before? Didn't the last Titan, before going to like the final area, mention something like that? So, and what's nice, at least for this fight, is if you die, you don't have to go back outside and go back into the door. It just takes you right back to the fight. So this is a kind of tough fight. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I felt like the Soul was a harder fight than this one was. First thing, dude, boom. First phase. Second phase, this creepy thing going on. You can destroy these enemies, the ones with the mouths. You see the one with the eye? That's the one you want to hit. Now this is going to happen. I'm still a little iffy on how to deal with this one properly. But I know there's a couple enemies that... Oh, crap. I think I probably screwed this up already. Because not only do you have those enemies that are... Okay, I just won. I was going to say it's going to be kind of iffy fighting this boss because there's all those enemies going to be gathering around you, but... In my second attempt, I was able to beat this game. So let's just kind of embrace what's going on right now. I love how the fight was. It was all like in like a silhouette. It's like, oh, that's us. Alright, so we defeated Truth. That's it, right? We're done. The cycle is repeated. Now the game is done. At least in the normal mode. Okay, so that was the entirety of Titan Souls, guys, and now I can like kind of relax and explain a couple things that has just happened here. Lundum there, actually that's the little game jam that they did. That's where the game kind of originated from, and now we have this. Sorry, I just kind of like caught my eye there. So, well, now here's the official stat. All 19 Titans defeated, 77 deaths, an hour and 52 minutes. So once again, still like 30 deaths and like an hour off from my first run, which isn't bad. But don't forget that there's an achievement to beat the game in 20 minutes. So that's amazing. Well, here's a couple other things here too. The game starts over again, and it's like, okay, you can start whenever as well. If I do a new game, four things unlock. You get hard mode, which is the real challenge. I'm not really sure what precisely that means. I think I'm not really sure what hard mode is, to be quite honest with you. I don't know if it's like they go faster, they have a new weakness, I have no idea, but there's hard mode. There's iron mode. You only get one life, which to me I find insane, but people have done it. I won't. Truth. Now, this is what I was kind of contemplating to do the game on, my run-in, so you guys know who the bosses were. But I didn't do it on purpose because I wanted you guys to experience the game as if it was all brand new. And then there was no rolls. Cannot roll or run. Which I don't even know how to accomplish something like that. Where many of the bosses you needed to roll or run to be able to dodge. I guess it just means that you have to be really good at it. So, those unlock. But now I kind of just want to talk about the game itself and the story. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and stop the video, you guys can go ahead. So I'm probably going to ramble on for like 5 minutes or even longer, just so you guys can get an understanding of what was actually going on. So, basically, from what you can kind of tell, it's like, oh, okay, that's, we were like some knight or traveler or someone who have a arch with a bow and arrow trying to take down these titans to get their souls, and like you just didn't know like for what reason. You can all assume like, oh, it must mean for something good. Maybe something like Shadow of the Colossus. We need to defeat all the Colossi to save our loved one. Maybe it could have been the same thing. But as you continue with the game, and especially if you play the game in truth mode and you understand the names of some of the Colossi, some of the Titans, I think it begins to make a little bit more sense. Now let's begin with the first 4 Titans. They are actually all part of one Titan, and that was the 4th one we fought, the one where he was pounding with fists on the ground, and he had the weak point on his chest. That was it's all part of that Titan. And that Titan's name was called Golath, or Gol-Lath, something like that. Now, if you noticed, he was missing his brain, like his head, one of his eyes, and his heart. And the 3 other Titans that we had to defeat were named Brain Freeze, the one of the kind of like in the ice cube type of thing. Eye Cube, the one with the shooting lasers, and we had to let it jump in the air and then we destroy it. And then there was Sludge Heart, the blob one. So essentially, all those 3 aspects were all part of Golath. And Golath is known as the guardian of the first gate. So it's like, okay, interesting. And then we know like Brain Freeze is it's subtitled Brain of the Guardian. Eye Cube is subtitled Eye of the Guardian, and Sludge Heart, which you can probably assume, Heart of the Guardian. So it's like, okay, so that all equals that for that one Guardian. Now, going on to, I guess, the Lost Woods, that's what that was called. We had 2 enemies there. The first, the fungi, the mushroom-looking one, was called Obello, or full name being Malformed Hallucinogenic Fungus. Now, I think this is probably with the more organic Titans. Really, nothing really to it. It just existed. And then the one that was like a flower that had all the vines was called Vine Thesis, or the Poisonous Flower. Once again, I simply feel like that was just, those 2 were the more organic of the various Titans. I don't think they really serve that much of a role in pertaining to like anything really. Now, okay, let's think about the old ruins. Those are the ones we had to fight. What about the treasure chest? We all know that it's kind of like a mimic. You know, all those dungeons or any RPGs, they have like a mimic fight, or like some type of battle with a mimic, which is just a treasure chest that, well, It's acting like a treasure chest when in fact it's the enemy. It's called avarice, or the manifestation of greed. Now, this could be symbolism because it's like greed. Huh. Could it be greed of the protagonist trying to get all the Titan souls? Possibly. And another interesting thing too is like the knight that we fought. First off, his name wasn't even translated. It was right off the thing right there. Knight Elhanan, legendary Titan Slayer. Now we can assume that this knight, well, and from the site title, he was doing the same thing the protagonist was doing, trying to attack the Titans and get their souls. However, he must have succumbed to one of them. One of them probably got him, and I guess as punishment for what he was trying to do, he becomes the very thing that he tried defeating, a Titan. So there's that for the old ruins. Going on to the Frost Mountains, which is the snowy ice area, we have the Yeti, the old snow beast. Once again, I don't think really personifies anything. I think actually all three of them, they really don't personify anything. So we got the Yeti. We also have I don't even know how Onyxia. I think that's the one where that was a snake-looking one in the water. Once again, something just existed. But just to let you know, that's what it was. Serpent of the cold depths. And then we had Stratus, the child of the mountain and sky, who that was when it had like kind of like the teeth, and you had to knock it out, and then shoot the exposed tooth. So that was that. So basically, the Lost Worlds and the Frost Mountains really didn't have too much in terms of, like, to me, lore. And from what I understand, not really anything to it. The Blazing Mountains, though, has more of lore to it. And we can go into the Titan that had the spinning, the kind of spinning maces and everything on the right. It was known as Gol-Kayan or Kayan or something like that. Subtitled Disgraced Guardian of the Second Gate. It's like, disgraced? What the hell? Okay, well, we know it's a guardian. Kind of like the first one, Golath, like the the fourth Titan we had to defeat. So Golkan existed, but then we also had Molkayan or something like that. That's the molten creation of Gol, whatever. So it's like, oh, so there's that, and there's also Roll Kayan, the forged creation of Golkan. So it's like, okay, wait a minute. So these are all kind of aspects of the second Guardian. But why is it disgraced? Well, this kind of goes into what we see in the grave ruins, or the graveyard. That mask-looking thing that we fought was known as Gol-Hevel, subtitled the Murdered Guardian of the Second Gate. We can assume that Gol-Karen, or Karen, whatever, killed Gol-Hevel, and as punishment for what he did, he was kind of like sent to that fire world, kind of like symbolism of maybe hell, and he was kind of like split in multiple portions. I think that's why in the bottom we saw the body there, but no head. And I think that's what it was. And then we saw that head when we were fighting Gol-Hevel, and I think that was the head of Gol-Hevel itself. So that was all that. But then we had that really big Titan that didn't say anything. I mean, that actually did speak, but didn't put up any type of fight. And that was the Elder. And it's like, oh, okay, and what is the Elder? Who is the Elder? Well, you notice like when he was speaking to us, he was mentioning, what are you trying to accomplish? Knowledge, power, whatever. And he said, we're seeking truth. Now, at first, we're like seeking truth, like, okay, we're trying to maybe find the truth, like, what's going on and everything. When in actuality, now that we actually beat in the game and did a final fight, we're actually seeking truth, the final boss. So there's that. And I'm going into the last area known as the Internal Gate. We also have Gol-Set, who's another guardian, and he's known as a guardian of the Internal Gate. So he was, well, in its essence, guarding the soul and truth. The soul being the actual image of the Titan soul, as we saw subtitled. And I guess it can be said that that is just a manifestation of all the Titan souls created, and like that was that actual being. And then finally, we have Truth, subtitled The First Soul Born from Truth. Now, this is where the game and like a lot of theories and stuff come into play, saying that Truth, in an essence, could be labeled as, or described as God, or a god, something like that. Basically, the creator of all, of everything in this universe. Now, this game describes itself as being taking place between our world and the world beyond, and the world beyond. And this is where Titan Souls takes place. Now, people are saying that these Titans, well, once they have that lore to it, these guardians or whatever, but then going back to what Truth is, that he is the maker, or it is the maker of everything. And when we defeated Truth, it seemed that we became Truth itself. When we woke up, or when we were just kind of staying there, and then the eye was there, it's like, wait a minute, there it is again. So I feel like the whole game is just basically these people trying to defeat Truth to kind of end whatever cycle there may be. But in actuality, you repeat the cycle because you become Truth itself. You create again. I believe it's theorized that the soul is the first thing created from Truth. And then the soul went on to make all the other Titans, including the Elder, which knew kind of about this information. So, yeah, that's kind of how it kind of goes. People are kind of theorizing that maybe it's like we're kind of forced to fight Titans all our life, or we're kind of like in a limbo throughout the game, because it's like no matter what we do, things are just going to keep repeating over and over and over and over again. I guess that's a way to look at it. And I'm not sure how I want to look at it myself. I guess you can kind of think of it as like the beginning of all creation. I don't know if I want to necessarily say like God or whatever like that, but I wouldn't put like any religious aspects to it, but the idea is probably there. The initial being, initial maker, creates others. Someone may not understand or follow it, and they feel they may be doing the right thing by destroying it, but you're not really doing anything about it, or you're not really accomplishing anything worthwhile. So go ahead and try thinking for your own theories of what it may be. This is stuff that I kind of observed, and from what I had to read upon as I was playing the game and as I was doing some research, because like I looked up the names of the Titans after I was done with it. Like I was like, okay, so there's a Truth mode, but let me look up the names. And I'm like, it kind of was starting to kind of fit in. I was like, oh, okay. So I guess that's that, really. I know I passed like, yeah, 10 minutes or so, even more. I was just kind of rambling and going to like detail regarding the story itself. So I may kind of just put this in another episode. It's kind of like a bonus or whatever. If so, then whatever. But yeah, that's basically all there is for Titan Souls. I basically did this entire LP in one sitting. It is currently 5 o'clock in the morning because I just couldn't sleep, unfortunately. I just want to get some. I want to get some stuff done. I had fun with this game. I'm like, I just beat it earlier today, and I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll do an LP of it. I think it'll be kind of interesting. Hopefully, fun for you guys. And that's that, really. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed my Let's Play of Titan Souls. Thank you all so much. I love you all. And stay tuned for whatever the hell I plan to LP next. Have a great day.